so hard to explain. I'm very nervous to share this because I don't feel like I'm qualified. I don't feel like I know enough, but I also want to use my voice and start somewhere. I feel like I've been hiding a part of me, and I want to be 100% transparent, and I want you guys to feel like you guys know me and like we're connected. And hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Can't tell by the title. Today I am here bringing something that I've never brought to you guys before, never shared with you guys before, and that is my story, my spiritual awakening journey to my inner self. I honestly am so excited to be able to share this journey with you guys because damn, spiritual awakenings and just spiritual awakening journeys are just so overwhelming but so amazing. This spiritual awakening journey is something that I have been so nervous to share but so excited to share, and honestly I have been contemplating whether or not to share it, but I've just had this gut feeling, or should I say my spirit guides telling me that I need to share my spiritual awakening journey with you guys, because if I am able to help at least one of you, then awesome. But I know that I was put here to help others, and if that means by just starting with sharing my journey, then that's what I'm going to do. So if you guys are interested in learning about my spiritual awakening journey to my inner self, then just keep on watching. I honestly don't even know where to start with this video, and I think that's one of the reasons why I've been thinking about even sharing it, because I honestly feel like I don't even know that much, or like I feel like I don't have room to talk because I don't have like a degree in astrology, or like I don't know, I feel kind of weird. Like I said, this is my first video ever talking about spiritual awakening or just like sharing anything spiritual related, because I just started to figure it out this year, and I am so grateful for everything that this universe has given me, because I honestly don't know where I'd be without you. Honestly, it's just totally insane. But let's just start from the beginning. So just crazy, like this year it kind of just like stumbled in front of me and like landed right in front of my path, I guess, like it was meant to be. And like I'm just so overwhelmed, I don't even know how to start this. Okay, so it is a spiritual awakening. It is something when your true self has awakened, when you honestly kind of just start to question. For me, I started just to like question myself and like question like why, like what I was even doing. Like beginning of the year, like I was a completely different person than I am today, and it is just absolutely insane at how much I have changed as a person. You can ask Tess. I am a completely different person, and I am truly grateful that I was able to go through this big shift and this big change, because I feel so overjoyed, and so, like I said, I keep saying, but I'm just grateful. Like gratitude is, like I said, I feel like this video might be all over the place, but at least it's a start, and I'm just gonna try and relax myself and kind of just share where it started. So going back to the beginning of the year, it was very rough for me. I was living in Tennessee at the time, working at a job that I absolutely hated. I was miserable. I hated my boss. I woke up at 3 a.m. and I worked until noon, which meant that like my days were kind of different, because like my roommate, my cousin at the time, it was just, don't need to get into that, but it was just, I was not thriving in that atmosphere at all. So I decided to make the change and move back to Chicago, and I moved into my very first apartment, and that's honestly where this journey begins. If I didn't have that place, I honestly don't know if I would be here sharing this with you, because that honestly, I knew that place was going to be important, and I didn't think I was going to go through it so quickly, or like lived there only for 6 months and then moved, but it honestly changed my life. So I moved into that place in the end of March, so April 1st, but I think I moved in like March 31st. So I moved in the end of March and I was not doing very well because, as you guys know, what happened at the end of March is when COVID started and lockdown started. So I lost my job. I was stuck at home. So I had to kind of figure out a way to fill the space. And I had days where I sat on my couch and I cried because at the time I was going through a breakup, and you guys probably don't know, but I was going through a breakup and it was just a very, very rough time for me. I was questioning my existence. Like, I was questioning why I was even here anymore. Like, what was the point? Like, we were on lockdown. I lost my job. I was like, I had just moved into this apartment, but I also now had to find a job during all of this, along with having a weakened immune system. So like, I really couldn't be working, so it was just, I was overwhelmed and I was stressed and I didn't know what to do anymore. I remember laying on my couch and I was like, I remember crying and saying like, I just don't know what to do anymore. I don't know if that was like where it like started to change. I just remember that moment, and sitting here now looking back at that girl, I feel so bad. Like, I wish I could go back and hug her and tell her that everything would be fine. Like, we are here, we are in this moment, and everything is okay. When you're freaking out, just relax, realize that, okay, I'm here, everything is fine. But I was having a rough time, and I remember getting this book. It wasn't this book in particular, but I'm sure you guys know of the book You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. If I am pronouncing her name wrong, I am so sorry. I read her first book and that book completely changed my life. That was the book that honestly I think started this whole spiritual awakening journey, this journey to my inner self, this journey to my true self. I honestly want to thank Jen. Like, if I meet her, I am going to thank her, and just that book truly inspired me to really like dig deep and like try and figure out what manifestation is, because that's when I first was opened up to all of these like words like law of attraction, manifestation, all of these things. Because before that I literally was like, law of what? I'm gonna manifest what? I'm sorry if the angles changed. I'm trying my best. We're trying. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought. That book was the book that really got me into everything, because like I said, I had absolutely no idea what any of this stuff meant. And then I started getting into TikTok, and that's when I started kind of learning, like seeing more things about this law of attraction and this manifestation stuff. So I took it into my own hands and I was like, okay, well, like I kind of want to know more and learn more. And that's when I really started to like dig deep and actually like realize that like I don't really care what other people think of me. I don't really care. Like, I didn't care about the things that I used to care about. And I know it's so hard to explain. It's so hard to sit here and explain this to you guys, because you really aren't gonna know unless you're really going through this, because it is something that is so hard to explain. Like, I try and tell my mom these things and some people just can't comprehend, and they're just gonna be stuck in the 3D. It's so hard to explain. And that's why I think I've been also very, very nervous to share this, because I don't feel like I'm qualified. I don't feel like I know enough, but I also want to use my voice and start somewhere. Yeah, I don't really know much, but I know enough to where I want to share it with those who are starting their spiritual awakening journey, because I know it can be confusing and it can be so hard. I'm like trying not to get overwhelmed right now, because I just really want this video to turn out well, but I just want to be open and be real with you guys, because I feel like I've been hiding a part of me, and I want to be 100% transparent, and I want you guys to feel like you guys know me and like we're connected. And I feel like this video is going to allow me to do that with you guys, and it's going to just like open up a new door, and I'm just genuinely so excited. And now I know we're gonna kind of like jump into something else, but I want to show you guys another thing that I've gotten into since my spiritual awakening journey to my inner self. I have started to really fall in love with crystals and learning about like my chakras and balancing my chakras, and I've been really wanting to do spiritual work and shadow work, and I just have been really wanting to focus on myself. I just don't really care about anything else. Like I just genuinely don't care. Like if you asked me at the beginning of the year about like I wouldn't do certain things that I do now because I used to be afraid of what people thought of me, but at this point I'm like, I don't care. It's making me happy, and that's all that matters. I'm thriving, I am abundant, I am full of gratitude, and I'm thriving, and that's all that matters. So it feels good to share this, and I know this video is probably gonna be all over the place, and I promise I will try my best to do like a part 2 or like more videos that are related to spiritual work or my spiritual awakening journey, because I feel like this is gonna open doors to others and connect me to others that are going through their spiritual awakening journey as well. And I am just so excited to connect with you guys. But I'm just trying really, really hard, and I hope you guys can see that. I'm just really excited to kind of talk about this on my channel because I never have before, and I don't really see this talked about a lot on YouTube, but that's what I'm here for. Hello. I know this video is all over the place, but this is just the beginning of my story, beginning of my spiritual awakening journey to inner self. It's just the beginning, you guys. So please stick with me because I promise I will get better. I am just so excited to share this with you guys. If you guys want to know more, let me know. I just didn't know where to start. So I thought I would just kind of start from the beginning and start with where it all started. I don't know, but anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my story of my spiritual awakening and my journey to my inner self, because it is truly just the beginning, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I just feel so relieved and so grateful. I feel like I'm able to kind of like start fresh now, and I feel like we're able to connect on a different level going forward on my channel. So yeah, I am super, super grateful for every single one of you. I know I say it often, but I just want you guys to know how grateful I truly am. You guys are the ones that keep me going every single day. You guys are honestly amazing. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing a little bit about my story to my spiritual awakening journey to my inner self. We've just got a long way to go, and this is just the beginning. My only hope, I look for the things I don't know.